The book Atonement is the book I picked, and it's also centered around the idea of outcast. The gardener Ruby fell in love with the wealthy family member Cecilia, but under several misunderstandings, Cecilia's little sister Bryony thought Ruby as an outcast, a rapist. Because of the misunderstanding, Ruby was put in jail and went to war after several years, being separated from Cecilia. From the novel, we can see that any little mistakes can make someone an outcast. And the outcast is not necessarily doing the wrong thing, but they're just being judged by the people's thinking. Once people start to treat you as an outcast, it's hard for them to change their mind. The short story I picked is The Pedestrian. Author Barbary tells a story where, in the future, no one uses the roads anymore. People always stay in their house watching TV at night. The main character, Mr. Mead, likes to walk on streets at night when no one is around. In the end, he was treated as a freak, an outcast, just because he's the only one in the city that would walk outside at night. When I see the police's response to Mr. Mead when he asked, "Where are we going?" the police said, "To the Psychiatric Center for Research on Progressive Tendencies." So, which means the police think that he has some mental issues that when no one is walking outside, why would he just go outside alone all by himself? There's really nothing wrong with walking at night, but just because no one else does that, he was treated as an outcast. The first poem I picked is Acquainted with Night, where author Frost illustrates the night view of the city and how he spent his time during the night. He emphasized that he has been acquainted with the night twice at the beginning and at the end. But at the same time, he is also described as an outcast to the city, which he is separated from the city. The line, "but not to call me back or say goodbye," follow the line line 8, which he says cry. It shows that he hoped that he belongs to the city, but truly he's nothing more than an outcast to the city. The sonnet I picked is "The World is Too Much With Us." In the sonnet, author Wordsworth presented a beautiful view of nature, and in the work, I think he described humans as the outcasts to the nature. Line 2 says, "Getting and spending, we lay waste our powers," which describes that all we humans want from nature is just getting and spending, that we even ignore the true beauty of nature. So if we compare the three works, we can see the idea that we humans sometimes just choose to ignore the pretty things around us. In the short story, The Pedestrian, nobody chooses to walk outside, but they would rather watch TV at night at home. If they would just walk outside with their family and friends, enjoying some conversation, maybe Mr. Mead wouldn't be treated as an outcast, but since everybody does that, and it just seems normal. And in the poem, Acquainted with the Night, and how author Frost saying he's an outcast toward the city. But if he would just spend more time in the city and doing some activity in the city, maybe he wouldn't feel the same way, since he may have friends and families in the city, and he has things to do. In the sonnet, the world is too much with us. If humans would just spend more time on protecting the nature and enjoying the nature, maybe we're just not outcasts to the nature anymore, since we stop just getting and spending, stop wasting our natural resources, and spend more time protecting them. And that'd be it.